idea that you always have to take every play and every game and every practice, every possession, every race, and you have to be the best every single time you throw the ball or run or swim. And that's not the case. And I hope that I can kind of give you the idea that everything hasn't been all, cupcakes and ponies and kittens for me, as it may not be for you. So my little story started off when I was about 5 or 6 years old, taking swimming lessons at Biola in La Parada. No shout-outs. It's all the shout-outs and woo and everything, so I'm going to throw as many out there as I can, get the crowd response. Maybe I'll feel good about myself after. Okay, so that one failed miserably. Anyways, so I took swimming lessons over at Biola, and thanks. And my neighbor, we always did swimming lessons with the neighbor kids. There's Carol and Alan, and then my older brother Nick, and myself. And so we'd all drive together to the swimming lessons, and we were all in the same swim class, and there were about, 7 to 10 kids in our swim class, and their dad, Steve, always had his video camera. And when you're little, you think video cameras are cool, and you go and jump in front of them, and then you're older, you look at them, and God, what's that? So lately, he's been putting the old video footage onto DVDs. Thanks. And I go over to my parents' house the other day, and they have one of these DVDs. I'm like, Natalie, you gotta see this. You gotta see this, it's so funny. It's up one of your first swimming lessons when you were 5. Okay, great. All right. Let's see it. So they put it on, and there I am, sitting on the ledge with all the other kids in the class, and I've got my little pink bathing suit on, and my little bowl cut, and the kids are practicing diving. So they've got their hands up like this, and they're the teachers, telling them how to bend and where to bend their knees and toes on the end, and that's how you dive. So Carol goes first, and she does her dive, and it was really good, actually. And then her brother Alan goes, and he did an okay dive. He kind of went, not straight down or anything. And the whole time I'm sitting there like splashing the kids, not paying attention to splashing with my mic. Not watching, just tormenting the kids coming back to the wall. And so then my brother goes, and my brother's a doctor now, and like you couldn't touch his hair. He'd get so mad at you, and his clothes had to be perfect, and I was the complete opposite. My mom would be like, are you wearing underwear? You had those shoes for 5 years, your toes are growing through the front, but they're my favorite. So I definitely was not like my brother. So of course he was perfect. And then it was my turn, but the teacher had to kind of like grab me and tell me to stop splashing the other kids to get up there and actually do my dive. And so I get up there, and it's that traditional, anybody ever seen a kid dive into a pool? It's kind of like, my brother's there watching with his girlfriend, and my husband's there, and I'm sitting there going, So that was my first epic failure in my aquatic career. Many more followed that. That's what started me off on the right path there. I later come to find that my parents only put me in swim lessons, or my mom actually, only put me in swim lessons with the same swim teacher because he was a really good looking guy. And obviously I didn't learn much about swimming, but my parents didn't care. My mom didn't care. My dad probably did. So, my name's Natalie Benson, formerly Golda. It's weird when you get married, you have to change your name and do all that weird, do I hyphenate, do I keep it as a middle name, do I, no. But you're like, who the heck is Natalie Benson? Never heard of her. So I had to throw it in there somehow. I graduated from Rosary High School. Yeah, there we go. Yes. 5 people here this year. It's awesome. Rosary High School, Fullerton. Went on to UCLA. Yeah, there we go. I'm saying my Valley kids, my baby Bruins down here. Blue and gold. And I went to grade school at St. Bruno School in Whittier, California. You know, the girls are prettier, Whittier. Yeah, Mary, you know what's up. Fellow alumni. Anyways, throughout my life, it's been a really wild journey. As I started to explain earlier, wasn't the most gifted kid in all of the sports I played. I didn't just show up and, you know, do the best and kick everybody's butt. And, yeah, I'm awesome. Never really did that kind of thing. But grade school was tough because I was, 1, taller than everybody. I had a horrible haircut. I was really awkward, you know, puppy dog, big feet. Alright, don't insert the "some things never change" comment, okay? Watch it. And I always had the grass stains and asphalt stains on my shirt and my school uniforms and things like that. And as some of you guys may know, just from your particular experiences, there's certain status that goes into grade school life and junior high life and even high school life, but it's especially harsh when you're awkward and young. So, of course, there were the smart kids, you know, the kids that are always studying, always in the library, you know, always getting the best grades. Obviously, I didn't fit into that group. The kids talking about the sweet tattoo they wanted to get on their back when they turned 18. The girls that were obsessed with New Kids on the Block. My soccer team, when I was 9, was even called The Right Stuff, and I hated it. Pink jersey, and it was called The Right Stuff. Then there, you know, anybody seen the movie Mean Girls? Yeah.
It doesn't even go here.
There was this one girl that was even like in commercials. She was really pretty. All the girls wanted to be like her. It's like a mustard commercial or something. And all the girls just loved her and wanted to be just like her. And it was infuriating because you're just like, what's so special about that? And people, of course, she's in commercials. It's awesome. I want to be your friend. Okay. And then there were the boys. They're boys. So obviously I didn't really fit into any of those groups. So I was kind of flying solo for a long time. Tried to make friends with the girls. We shared zero interest. Tried to move on and, okay, I'll go to the birthday party and buy him a New Kids on the Block doll. That didn't work. So I just said, you know what, I like playing sports at recess and lunch and all that other stuff, so I'm just going to go and I'll play with the boys. Who cares? But then you show up to like 7th and 8th grade and they realize that playing with girls isn't cool. So they do all these mean things and aggressively tackle you and nail you in the face and make fun of you, especially once they found out I was going to Rosary. They're like, oh, you can go to Rosary. I don't see the bad thing about that. That's fine. But that's just how ignorant they were. And I'm sure you guys have encountered somebody like that in your life where, you know, I'd come home crying every day from class. And Mom would be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Well, they make fun of me again. And, well, you know what? Don't let them get you down, Natalie. You know what? Sometimes you might think you're an ugly duckling now, but you will grow up and become a swan.